I know what it's like to sit in a doctor's office and be told your only option is IVF when you haven't even explored what's actually happening in your body. I'm Gabby, founder of WOVA Health, and I built this because I lived through what you're living through right now. I've always envisioned myself as a mother. Ever since I was a little girl, I was dreaming about this future when I will have two children. And then in my 20s, with my partner at the time, we decided to start our family. We faced male factor infertility. Our relationship ended before we could start treatment, but what stayed with me was that even though the infertility was on my partner's side, nobody gave us any other options but basically pushing me towards invasive procedures. In my 30s, with my husband, we tried for a baby and we were diagnosed with unexplained infertility. So after just 1 year of trying, I was basically told, go and do an IVF. Nobody looked at our health or whether we've been dealing with some chronic conditions that could be affecting our fertility. Our first cycle failed, which was completely devastating, and I was suggested to look into an egg donor. I'm still not sure why the doctor felt that this was the best step for us. Yes, my AMH was lower at 36, but this was such a premature advice. We went through 2 more cycles before welcoming our daughter, Victoria. In reality, we already had embryos after our second IVF cycle, and one of them tested normal. However, we were advised to do another IVF cycle so we can optimize our chances because there's really no guarantee that one embryo is going to make it. So, looking at both times in my 20s and then in my 30s, I basically faced infertility twice in my life. And what I saw is that nobody was looking at the whole picture. Nobody was addressing my health challenges or my husband's health challenges. Nobody connected the dots between our lifestyle, environment, and fertility. I had to figure it out all by myself. But the research, the specialists who didn't really talk to each other, the overwhelming and conflicting advice. And I watched my friends go through the same thing. And that's all okay. And that's why WOVA exists. So if you're watching this, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Your relationship is strained, time intercourse has replaced intimacy. Friends tell you to just relax. You researching in the middle of the night, joining Reddit or Facebook forums, trying to decode conflicting advice. You feel like you're drowning in information, but starving for actual guidance and support. And what's the worst part? The healthcare system treats fertility like it's just about your reproductive organs, when in reality, it's so much more complex than that. Fertility isn't just about your AMH or FSH levels or follicle counts. It's about blood sugar regulation, inflammation, hormonal balance, stress response, trauma, environmental factors, even oral health. And if you have a partner, their health matters just as much. But who is connecting these dots? Who's looking at both of you as whole people? Nobody. After 3 IVF cycles and years of navigating this broken system myself, I knew something had to change. I grew up in a doctor's household where medical expertise and holistic health coexisted naturally. My mom showed me that these two worlds don't have to be separate. And with my 15 years of experience in finance and strategy, including my MBA from Haas School of Business UC Berkeley, I knew how to build systems that actually work and how to translate complex science into actionable steps. So I created WOVA Health. This is not another fertility clinic rushing you through protocols. This is not one coach who took a 6-month certification. WOVA offers support from a coordinated team of coaches, doctors, nurses, therapists. We have tons of experience who've helped thousands of women conceive and carry healthy pregnancies. And here's what makes us different. You get a team that actually works together, looking at every piece of your fertility puzzle. You get me as your private advocate. bridging science into actions that work for your actual life. And we address both partners' health because this is a team effort. There's no restrictive diets, no overwhelming protocols. You're not going to be rushed toward expensive treatments without exploring what your body needs first. We meet you where you are, whether you're trying naturally, preparing for IVF, or exploring your options. I built WOVA because I wish it had existed for me, for my friends, for every person who's been told to just do IVF without anyone looking at why their body isn't conceiving in the first place. You shouldn't have to choose between evidence based medicine and thoughtful wellness. You should have both. You shouldn't have to navigate this alone while managing your job, your relationship, and everything else in your life. You deserve a team that sees you as a whole person, that gives you a clear path forward, that actually empowers you to optimize your health, not just tells you to wait and see. This journey can be what it should have been all along: informed, supported, and actually empowering. Let me be your advocate, the advocate I wish I had. And don't hesitate to reach out